How's it going, guys? We're sat with Matthew from Kublai Khan. How you doing, man?
Doing all right. You okay?
How's the day been so far? You managed to catch anyone, or want to catch someone, or?
I caught a couple people. It's still early, and we opened our stage.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was right off the gun. You know what I'm saying? We had to load in early, got everything set up, did a sound check, and then right after that, we pretty much played.
Good crowd. I think we missed you guys. Unfortunately,
yeah,
we got
dude.
here
I mean,
a little
I was
bit later, but
for like I said, for having it being
12.
At the opening, we had a good crowd. The whole tent was filled up as far as where we were at. So I can't complain about a thing, man. If we had 3 people watching us, I'd be thankful for that. You know.
I think it's a contest. I wasn't there for you guys, or not to lose, however. But I'll say, out of you two guys, it's probably a competition who's going to have the most violent set of the whole.
It just depends. You know what I'm saying?
But I may have to give the edge to not loose on that one, considering you're on in the morning. No one's going to be throwing punches.
Yeah, like I said, even Cruel Hand played right before us, and they're on the same tour as us, and he kept saying the same thing. He's like, "What? Is it too early to mosh or something?" You know, and I was like, "Shit, I don't even know, man."
Okay, so the last time you guys were here was with Chelsea Quinn, actually.
Yeah.
Because, we were at that tour as well. We're at the Birmingham day. Sick, absolutely sick all round. But yeah, you guys obviously being from the US and that. We spoke about this with a couple of other bands as well, like, just travelling that distance to come and play in these places. Not many bands get to do it. So it's like, what's your sort of like, how do you feel about it when
Thank you so much.
a band of your sort of like caliber, especially a heavy band like yourselves, get to come over to the UK and like play these kind of shows? Like,
well, to be completely honest with you, it's one of those things, like, when we started, I mean, I came from a town of 18,000 people. It's a town where people work in it, they go to school in it, and they die in it. You know what I'm saying? Not a whole lot of people get out. So for us, as a band, to be able to, A, do it this long, and B, be able to even go across seas and be able to play for new people.
I can't remember how long you guys have actually been going now.
We started in 2008, so it's been a fucking minute, man. But, yeah, it's one of those things, like, am I allowed to cuss too? I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it.
Okay. Like, I'm just glad that we're doing it, and what was the original question, by the way? So I hit the nail.
What's like your sort of take on like, bands like yourselves coming over to the UK and getting to like play these sort of shows?
Oh, dude, as far as that, I think it's great. I mean, we play the UK and then we play the mainland Europe and stuff like that. And I'd say the 2 places that do best for us are the UK and Germany. Yeah. So it's one of those things, like, coming over here and playing these shows, we're thankful for all of it. You know what I mean? So.
Is there anything specifically you like about playing over here? That's like,
it's just madness, man. Well, I mean, that in itself is probably the main thing. Is just that it's not the United States. Yeah. It's one thing to play in your home state or play, somewhere across the country and have people, care about you. But whenever you go to a whole different part of the world, and
no one.
Yeah, and people are like down for your shit. It's like, yeah, man, that is awesome. That in itself is everything to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How has the tour been with Not Loose so far? Because like you just said, you did Europe and you did London yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. We did Holland first, and then we did London. And first date sold out. Second day was London, and it was fucking madness. That was probably the best set we have had. I would want to say the whole 4 times we've ever been to Europe or UK.
4 times you've been there?
Yeah, we came last year with Chelsea Grin. Yeah. We did Never Say Die before that with Amur.
Yeah.
And then we did a smaller tour with Obey the Brave and Malevolence before that.
I don't remember that, but I do remember Amur Khan and obviously Chelsea Grin.
Yeah.
And obviously the record you had, Nomad, that's been out for like, almost 2 years now, I think.
Something like that. I think it was like late 2017.
Yeah.
I got a burp real quick. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So you've spoken about that in interviews before with those people when it was coming out, but like, what's next? What's the progress on the next one that you're allowed to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, like, this is the last thing we had before we go into the studio. We end this tour, then we're home for like a month, and then we go straight to the studio to do our next record, which we probably have like 4 or 5 songs done. And we usually write like the later half, like right before we get there. That's kind of the pattern we've always fallen into. So I'm not stressing it too hard. I'm just glad that it's happening, because I feel like it's about time we put some new shit out.
Is there anything that you've gone about differently for this new one coming up that you didn't for the last record?
Be honest with you, no, not really. I mean, every record we've done, I feel like we're just kind of expanding on the sound we already have. You know what I mean? We never tried to reinvent the wheel or anything like that. So it's pretty much just an expansion of the last 3 records.
But without, at the same time, just like making it sound the same fucking record.
Yeah, while retaining, you know, the sound that people that enjoy our band for. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like, especially like heavy bands like yourselves, it's pretty hard for bands to sort of keep making it different, would you say? Like,
yeah, especially because, I mean, in heavy music, for the most part, there's a demand for a sound. It's like you can't push too far out of the parameter, otherwise people don't understand what you're trying to go for, kind of thing. So you really are, in you know, some ways, kind of a slave to the sound.
Yeah.
But, I mean, shit, man, there's a million things you can do with that sound. Might as well do it, you know what I mean? And people that play heavy music, you're playing heavy music for a reason. If we wanted to not play heavy music or be in a different style band with a different sound, just start another band. But as far as this is exactly what we want to be doing. So.
Yeah, you guys, we just said earlier, like 10 years you lot have been going, like over 10 years. How do you think, like, yourselves specifically have managed to sort of have that longevity for that long? Like,
shit, man, be honest with you, I ask myself that sometimes. I think a lot of it, if I'm being real, is we've been grinding forever. We've never been assholes about shit. We've always been real, just about our shit. You know what I mean? We've been touring forever. We've had a lot of bands that we've toured with that we love and become our friends, and it makes it easier to keep touring when it's like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And another thing is just personal connection, whether it be if people like what I'm saying as far as the lyrical content, or just the fact that, I mean, besides Warped Tour, we've never really brought a merch guy, because we still run our own merch, we set our own shit up. Because it's like, even if you just break it down to that point, I would rather, if anybody enjoys our music and they feel like they want to buy something that represents, you know, us, I would rather them get it from us and have it be a real personal experience of you sharing that moment together, rather than it feel like, no, that's our merch guy, like $20 kind of thing. Because it's like, dude, like, we're not out here to fucking make money. We're not out here to do anything else besides live in the moment, because this is all going to end someday. You know what I mean? This shit has a shelf life. If you don't live it up, or you don't accept what you got, you know, while it's happening, I feel like that's when you have a lot of regret.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like there's that rule sort of in the music industry, you know, just don't be a dickhead. Rule
oh,
one.
yeah. I mean, that'll get you washed out quicker than anything. There's plenty of people that I know that you know, their music was fine, and they could play their instruments, but their attitude was dog shit, and nobody wants to deal with it, and nobody has to deal with it.
Yeah.
So they get washed out quick, and then nobody remembers their name a year later. You know what I mean? You got to have self-discipline in all aspects of your life to get along with other people. You know.
All right, well, thank you for taking the time to talk to us.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
If you want to plug shit in the camera, tell the people what you got coming up, what you're allowed to say anyway.
I mean, yeah, it is one of those things. We are going to be back here in the fall. I don't know if I can really say too much about it because it's not officially announced yet.
But you'll come back at some point.
Yeah, we're doing another. I think it's going to be a month in the UK and Europe. So we'll be back in fall time and shit like that. And even for this festival and stuff, like, thank y'all for y'all's time. Thank anybody who watched us and shit like that. We just appreciate it, you know what I mean? So